What we learn from Ramly Burger?
No turning back.
No turning back, eh? Lagi? Kenapa no turning back? Yang catch you?
Yang dia buat dia dapat opportunity.
So dia sebenarnya pemotong daging.
Okay. Dia dapat opportunity yang pasal halal haram tu. Why not dia buat kan? Lepas tu ada bila dah buat tu starting tu okay, and then ada failure sikit. Sebab tak semua orang makan burger dan tu. Tapi dia still continue lah. Sampai boleh sampai sekarang.
Sampai hari ni kan? I think dah since 1970 berapa tadi? 78 kan? Okay, no turning back. Lagi? One of you?
Usaha dan gigit.
Usaha dan gigit. Okay.
Usaha yang daripada starting dengan jual burger di jalan sampai dia boleh buka. Usaha yang panjang lah maksudnya.
It's a journey lah, it's a journey.
Tapi mendatangkan hasil yang alhamdulillah. Sampai sekarang.
Okay. So kalau kita tengok success rate of small business ni, maknanya apa risk ataupun apa cabaran small business kan? Insufficient capital kan? Less knowledge. Macam Ramly Burger dia pun lagi less knowledge sebab dia buat sendiri daripada awal from scratch. Location dia start buat dekat Skincai kan, kampung kan. Competition tak ada, time tu bukan it's not for competition kan. Time tu is not the food that people eat, orang makan. And then overspend. So these are the challenge masa kita tengok belum success rate in small business. Maknanya kita nak tengok kalau kita ni design our small business, how is our success rate? Agak-agak kita kan, masa tu Ramly je ke yang try buat burger? Ada tak orang lain yang try buat burger juga? Of course ada, tapi macam kata dah, mungkin orang tu turn back. So in the end, we want to know what is success, what is the success rate. Okay, next. Okay, so that is a totally macam mana, a very general example of small business. Tapi sekarang kita tengok apa pula franchise business. Okay, franchise ni apa yang korang faham dengan franchise business? Macam gambar-gambar kita tengok ni kan, semuanya paparis macam dah tutup kan? I think close down terus kan during PKP. So nanti kita kena delete gambar paparis This one. Ada ke? Selamat lagi?
KL Klang Valley tutup.
Sebab rindu dia punya kuih tiaw beef kan? Okay, so franchise apa? Kalau kita tengok dekat sini, requirement of course capital. Betul tak? Kalau nak buka McDonald, how much we need today? Come, let's teka berapa? Kau macam don't care. Banyak sangat. 100 plus. You rasa berapa? At least 1 to 2 million. Tengok kalau itu kalau yang stand alone, itu kalau yang kedai. Kalau stand alone tu yang kita suka pergi drive thru tu, yang tu dengan land dia sekali. So you can start, sebenarnya you can start to go and find out how much. Baru you macam okay, franchise business ni bagus dia is branding. Satu bagus dia, kenapa orang willing to put money, because profit apa? Profit tu predictable. You tahu tak, aku letak je 2 juta tapi confirm orang datang beli McDonald kot kan? Cuma the problem now, do we have the capital? And then manpower of course lah, staff-staff yang dalam tu kan? And location. Of course macam even McDonald's, Starbucks ni, one of the thing orang akan screen. Kalau you suka-suka je kata okay, I want to open McDonald in Skincai, diorang mungkin akan accept ataupun tak, faham tak? Because diorang ni study location lah. Okay, so, tapi advantage dia apa? Brand, advertising, produk, semua all in yang kita tak fikir. So now kita kena, so sekarang kita nak tengok semua business, the risk is macam tadi lah, not everyone can succeed, betul tak? But franchise ni results dia more predictable. Cumanya do we have the capital that we need? Okay, so kita tengok next. Okay, kita tengok video. What is franchise?
Think of a boring job at a boring bank somewhere in the UK. He's not getting any younger and feels he wants to do something different for a living. So, Binkham and his wife Lulu have hit on the idea of starting up a pizza takeaway together. That might seem a little, well, boring to you, but Binkham in particular likes the idea of being his own boss, and there isn't a pizza takeaway in the little town where they live. They're thinking about buying a franchise. What does that mean, and what would it involve? Let's find out. How hard could it be to run a takeaway, thought Binkham, who likes to cook at home and feels that making pizzas is pretty easy. So he did some research and came up with some figures. He sees two main options. Option 1, set up their own business completely from scratch. Being a creative sort of guy, Binkham wants to call it Binkham and Lulu's Pizzas. He estimates it would cost about £150,000 to set up. Or, option 2, invest about £300,000 in buying a franchise. In other words, signing a deal with one of the well-known UK-wide pizza franchisors like Domino's or Perfect Pizza. But what is a franchise exactly? What's the deal? Franchising is about running a business that benefits from someone else's proven business idea and experience. Franchisors, like Domino's Pizza plc, provide ingredients, training, equipment, and marketing support. Most of all, they can provide the power of a well-known brand name and the reassurance that other people have succeeded with the Domino business formula. In return, franchisees, maybe like Binkham and Lulu, typically pay an initial sum of money plus a share of the profits they make. The more Lulu thinks about it, the more she can see the advantage of a franchise. After all, says Lulu, there's a lot more to running a takeaway than making pizzas. She's right, of course. There's recruiting staff, keeping accounts, dealing with suppliers, promoting the business. Lulu said, working with a franchise company would help, and would local people prefer our business name to a well-known brand on the building? I don't think so. Binkham is not so sure. He's more of a risk taker, and he's certainly not impressed with the idea of giving a big company a share of the profits made by Binkham and Lulu Limited. What do you think? Put the kettle on, Binkham.
So, what do you think? Kalau you nak Binkham and Lulu ke, you nak franchise? I know jangan mengantuk sangat. Kenapa tak minum kopi tadi? Aku tak minum kopi tadi. Okay, how? So kalau tadi dia tulis kalau Binkham and Lulu, they have to spend around £600,000 to start their own, betul tak? Tapi franchise tadi £300,000, and then you dah tahu dah apa dia ingredients semua dah sort out, dah sort bagi kat you kan? So it depends. So nak jawab tak? Tak ada jawapan. Binkham and Lulu ke franchise?
Kalau ada extra capital, go for franchise lah.
Franchise lah kan?
Secure lah, security.
Secure. Because as a businessman, profit tu, betul tak? Dia different tau. Businessman versus someone who's passion in what they do tu, businessman dia kena tengok profit juga. Betul tak? Macam you kata tadi, actually his passion betul-betul buat animation tu, tapi tak berbaloi because too much time, tapi with the income that you get tu macam geram kan. Okay, so kita tengok say apa, small business, franchise business. Tadi kita tengok small business ni low success rate. Bukan tak kata tak berjaya tau, tapi low success rate, maknanya the risk is higher lah. Kalau macam kalau nak fail tu, success 10 to 20%. Senang je kalau kita tengok the nearest mall, Sunway Pyramid, betul tak? Yang macam saya tanya hari tu, how many shop yang kita pergi 2-3 years ago still there. Itu senang kita nak tengok. Betul lah small business ni success rate dia 10 to 20% sahaja. And then yes, small business, small capital. But franchise ni higher success rate. Kan kita bukan McDonald ni, mungkin lah tak adalah tutup cepat siap kot kan kalau kita buka. And then success 80 to 90% predictable. Okay, sebab kita dah ride on dia punya experience. And then big capital. Okay, so you want to explore business that can secure high rates of success tapi small capital. Macam mana kita nak buat? Okay, next. Okay, jadi that's why prudential business ni is like a franchise business. Because first, kita tengok the advantages. Once kita start business with prudential ni, the brand is already there. Advertisement kita kena buat tak? Billboard, contoh nak balik raya ni kan, contoh kita nak balik Penang. Kalau balik Penang, billboard banyak tau yang orang spend. Contoh sekarang yang tuition tu, Muhammad tuition tu,
MC Plus.
MC apa?
MC Plus.
MC Plus kan? Banyaklah muka dia kalau balik Penang sekarang. So billboard, do we need to do that? No need, because prudential dah buat. You tengok dekat, ni highway apa? Dah tak lama tak pergi Jaya 33, Federal Highway. You akan nampak prudential punya billboard. Ada few. Support sistem IT, you don't have to worry because kita ada kita punya sistem. That's why untuk jadi agent you can start to have your own iPad. Okay, corporate governance covered. Training development, today yang you all datang ni agency training. Once you are in prudential, once you dah dapat code nanti, especially kalau insyaAllah Yusri katakan you masuk ProVenture, that one training by Prudential. So different trainings. And then R&D Prudential yang buat. Okay, sama juga you Google lah pasal ProBSN ni, berapa tahun dah top in Asia semua ni kita dah covered. Okay, next. So rewards, apa yang kita ada dalam as a business person, you of course you need to know apa lagi kalau aku buat business Prudential, apa lagi yang you dapat. Of course first commission. Nanti kita tengok macam mana dikira. Bonus, for those high performer you will enjoy bonus. Contoh commission you dah dapat lah. Contoh first year ni you buat Star Club. Star Club tu yang pergi overseas kan, Star Club. Lower tier income you akan dalam 4,000. Kalau you buat yang higher tier mungkin dah reaching around, for first year ni lah 6-7,000 boleh reach. Okay, and then on top of that you ada high performance bonus. And then income tadi tu nanti kita kira lah just 6 years kan. Okay, bonus is always tengok berapa you buat. Contoh ada 8% daripada amount yang you buat. RGB is our retirement. RGB ni benda yang sangat best sebab contoh I'm already 11 years in business. So kalau I klik dalam sistem Prudential tu, I klik RGB, I tengok dah, oh dah banyak ni dah RGB I.
Macam UPF.
Macam UPF. Baru ni masa first year PKP, Prudential macam kan semua orang panik, betul tak? KWS panik, moratorium kan. Prudential panik, dia kata okay, everyone yang RGB, no, any takaful agent ataupun leader more than 10 years you can take out your RGB unlimited tau. So macam 9 years tak boleh keluar dia tau. So kami ni golongan tengok je lah, lama kita 9 years. So yang leaders, contohlah our leaders, founder Ali Sraq semua ni, I tell you, zakat je 700,000. Zakat from the RGB. Cuba kira berapa RGB dia? Zakat sahaja dia tunjuk tau. Sebab
Contribution ke RGB berapa?
Later.
Okay.
Tak, panas ni. Sebab tak exam bila settle cepat. Okay. So you imagine zakat, okay lah 700,000, zakat je 70,000. So itu zakat first withdrawal. Kita orang macam, weh, berapa RGB dia ni? Okay. So RGB is real as long as you full time. That's the catch. So that's why dalam business ni you kena plan. Contoh kalau insyaAllah Yusri ni dia dah nampak kalau memang Prudential memang full time, betul tak? Okay, you in between, sebab you sole prop, you boleh full time juga. Okay, you kita kena plan. The moment dia akan tengok contract, tarikh full time tu clock in RGB. Okay. Dan so nanti from part time to full time you kena sensitif tau. Jangan macam buat lupa nanti saya RGB tak masuk nanti. Macam I ni bila dah full time duk cycle tahun kelima check betul kan aku dah full time. So sayang lah sebab kita dah buat bisnes banyak kan. Okay, and then insentif banyak lah, trips, holidays. Contoh last year punya business we are going to Australia. Tapi sebab MPKP macam pening, diorang nak hantar kami pergi next year. So next year ni akan ada banyak trips lah, Australia, Vienna kan. Jadi we all plan to cash out the money, pergi sendiri lah kot this year. So trips, gadgets banyak lah. Last year iPhone 13, I punya iPhone 12 semua Prudential bayar. iPad Prudential, MacBook Air Prudential. geram je kawan. Okay. And other things lah. Inheritance is the best thing, especially kita yang ada anak ni. Okay. Imagine contoh kalau hari ni you build a business, katalah tak payah nak tengok jauh sangat sampai juta-juta tu kan. Katakanlah income you dah cross 20,000. And then you are still an agent. You boleh jadi leader lah contoh you meninggal. So this 20k will go to your family. That's why nanti dalam contract form kena isi nama, bukan successor, nama apa? Ya tak? Nominees ke, something like that. Siapa yang akan inherit your income. So if you are agent, masa you meninggal tu 20,000 ni masuk dalam wife punya poket sampai 6 tahun. For the next 6 years. Okay. Percaya tak?
Monthly.
Ke tak faham?
Monthly
Maksudnya apa? Setahun
Gaji kita
Tak
masuk.
faham tu sebab tu diam macam kan. Okay. Let's say you buat business. And then you punya income in this business dah 20k per month. 20k per month. So you meninggal. So this 20k per month dia tak boleh pergi kat orang lain tau. Dia tak boleh macam main kat I. Dia boleh main dekat I, tapi the contract has said it is inheritance business. Sebab I leader. Okay, contohlah I leader, I ada portion I dah. Faham tak? So you meninggal tu lah, income 20k dia akan hanging. Dia akan cari kat mana nak pergi. Faham? Dia akan masuk satu account which is your family member. Okay. Yang ni bukan nak cakap je tau sebab because our leader dah meninggal and we saw how the process went through. Memang betul lah happen. Okay, tapi katakanlah you meninggal as a leader. Okay, so contoh I sekarang I ada my income yang sales, I ada team punya business. So bila I meninggal, income I yang personal tu akan masuk ke family member. Tak kisah orang tu agent ke tak lah kan. Contohlah mak aku pun suka hati apa masuk je letak. Tapi because I already have team, income from team ni dia akan inherited to any family member yang would like to continue the business. So macam for now I have my husband and my brothers. So you can start to plan juga. It is an inheritance business.
Tapi kan ada je kalau yang family tu nak jadi continue the business, dia kena decide tu kan kalau dia meninggal ada gap kan. Dia kena ada masa tu untuk
Dia ada
join.
masa.
Ada masa.
Dia ada masa. Masa I baru nak promote jadi manager, kita kena go through satu training tau. So masa training tu ada satu aunty Cina ni tua sangat. Masa aku cakap lah, aunty ni buat apa masuk training ni kan? Macam kita orang cakap lah, aunty, why are you here kan? Sebab time tu semua macam umur kita lah, macam excited nak promote kan. Aunty tu, ayah, my husband pass away lah. Aku cakap, husband ni dah leader dah lama tau, a very established leader. So aunty ni memang housewife je lah. For the sake of this lah, I just come. Sebab sebenarnya anak dia pun ada, tapi anak dia pasal maybe kat overseas, Cina kan suka berbual kat overseas kan. So anak dia maybe kat overseas, so dia kata since I'm not doing anything, I just come. So kita orang macam biasa dalam kelas tu, aunty tak payah buat nanti. All the time aunty don't need to do. Sebab kita tahu dia nak inherit je. So of course you will have time, benda tu technical lah nanti. But no matter how much time you need tu, we will help to adjust lah kan. Okay, so long term business advancement ni apa maknanya because kita punya income ni continue 6 years, so you can plan a long term business. Kan, faham tak? Contoh sebab setengah orang macam orang tu boleh, doktor boleh resign kan. Ada yang paling tinggi in my class is GM. GM ni dia dah stress dengan corporate world. He earns around 60,000 tau. So dia kata ni masuk provincial lah, this GM. Dia kata I have to do this decision because if I don't do, masa umur dia dah 40, provincial max 45. So dia kata if I don't do this, I will start in corporate world and my income will be 60,000 forever. Now I'm 45. Dia tak boleh imagine umur dia retire nanti pun still 60,000. Dia kata macam tak progress ke hidup aku sebab itu all the superior semua pun income 60, 70 macam tu. So you tak tahu siapa you jumpa dalam business yang you macam sebab setiap orang masuk business, okay I want extra 1,000 kan. Tapi some people they really look as a bigger scale. So I bagi you
Kalau nak
ideas.
jump to different company pun peluang lebih lesser sebab dah tinggi.
So umur you dah tinggi.
So itu pun yalah.
So jump into different company ni is another way untuk cepatkan
Tapi
gaji
bila
kan.
position dia dengan umur dia dah mengurangkan.
Dia tak boleh tally dah. Okay. Okay, ada soalan tak? Okay, so kita next dulu.
Okay.
Next. Okay. So ni kita dah register balik. Satu lagi ni nak settle minggu ni kan?
Next week isi
You
Thursday. Lepas tu-
Hari apa Thursday?
Thursday.
Ah,
TBE week after that.
week after that. Okay.
Ya, settle.
Study dah habis study lah kan?
Study.
Tak apa. Study dah settle solat hajat, solat taubat semua tu kena buat tau. Okay, next. Okay. So tak apa, I trust my class. I know you're going to settle your exam very soon. Okay, kita masuk next class is reality check. Next. Apa reality check ni?